Hi, everyone. This is Pastor Dave, and I wanted to do a brief video to lead into our special congregational meeting on Sunday. That meeting will be about the roof and gutter project that's on the gutters on the church building and roof and gutters on the parsonage. Just a word of encouragement. I've always been impressed by God's faithfulness to Big Springs and also your commitment to caring for the property. We have a few needs that many of you are aware of. The first is that the church gutters are not large enough for the tin roof, and they've begun pulling away from the building, leading to water in the basement in the northwest and the southeast corners predominantly right now. But that needs to be addressed. Many of you have helped take care of the water around here, and thank you for that. We also are looking at the parsonage roof. It's vintage 1997. There are a few shingles missing, and we began work on the outside of the house 2 years ago by completing the vinyl siding. And we stopped right at the level of the soffit before we went around to the roof. That is phase 2. So I want to talk to you about both of those. Now, the overseers have already approved to replace the church gutters. They signed on with Ironclad Construction through a competitive bidding process, and we like their overall proposal. We're going to go with Ironclad Construction to replace the church gutters. We've already asked them to do that as soon as they can for a cost of just under $10,000. The overseers now recommend to the congregation that we also replace the parsonage roof, replace the parsonage gutters, and complete the parsonage soffit and fascia, which is the area underneath the roof. Or underneath the roof line between that and the siding, to complete the entire wrapping of the outside of the parsonage. Now, the first $10,000 the overseers could approve, but we need to talk to the congregation about the rest of the project. We currently have approximately $18,000 in general funds, $25,000 in property, and $269,000 in our unrestricted reserves, which is in investments. The overseers have already committed to the church gutter project because that's an urgency, and they have the authority to do that. And they have also asked the contractor to hold our spot in line for the parsonage work pending our approval. However, they cannot, the overseers cannot approve that without the congregation approving it. Now, the overseers recommend that we complete the work on the parsonage, both because construction isn't getting any cheaper and also because of the missing shingles. There's some exposed trim, and so it's only a matter of time before something goes wrong up there. What the overseers need is for the congregation to approve the parsonage project. That's what's needed to move forward, but it's a request. We're asking the congregation to approve the parsonage project. Along with that, we ask the congregation to agree on a funding strategy. Is that fundraising or capital campaign? Is that drawing out of investment funds and then backfilling it with a capital campaign, or Plan C that we haven't thought of? So let us know about that. But if we agree on that on Sunday, then it is very likely that this work will be done before the end of the summer or fall. And that's what Sunday's meeting will be about. Pretty soon, we should be able to say goodbye to the water in the church basement. I'm very excited about that. And we could be finished with the work on the parsonage exterior. It's a building from 1916. It is in great shape, but it does need to be updated, and so be praying about that. Pray that we make a good decision, and pray that God brings a good outcome all the way around. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Many of you know my phone number, but also pastor@bigspringschurch.org. And I look forward to seeing you Sunday. Thanks.